Hello everyone, and it's Lisa back with your last card in this three-part thank you series. And I have created another card with the Forever Fern and used one of the Forever Gold elements that is absolutely gorgeous. This is a simple card, but the paper and the gold element and just a simple sentiment with some ribbon just makes it. So I've already got the envelope ready to go, and so let's get started. This time I'm using some soft seafoam, cut 4 1/4 by 11. Again, you can go 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 if you'd like. And then I have cut the piece of this beautiful fern designer series paper at 4 by 5 1/4. And before I put that on, I have a piece of the other ribbon from that combo. You know, I've been using the gold twine, the gold thread, and this is like so very soft and beautiful. And it's about 14 inches, and I'm going to tie that around the designer series paper in just a simple knot. A lot of times I'll forget to tie my ribbon on the layers before I put it on the card. And when you do this, it just keeps you from using as much ribbon and also keeps you from having to tie around on the inside of the card and maybe taking a chance on it slipping. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. Of course, I'm going to trim this. Now, with this card, I've got a couple of tips that I'm going to share with you. And do this. This is almost like gauze. That's how soft it is. Okay, so I am going to use, here's the other element here. Okay, and that I'm just going to tuck that kind of offset of that large fern, and that just happened to cut this way. I love how it's centered, but I'm going to take some glue, and you can use our fine tip glue. I just have this small applicator that I use with our liquid glue in the green and white bottle. And so just, you don't have to put glue all over, just behind it, and the shine is just beautiful. Okay, let me go ahead and get a piece of scrap for the sentiment, and I'm just using hello, and I'm going to stamp it in shaded spruce. So I'm inking that up. I'm going to line up my paper again, and I have it left on the block, and I'm going to line it up with the edge of the cardstock because I'm going to be punching this out. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use this classic label punch, and I'm going to punch it out and go a little farther to the left there. Okay, you see how I'm punching? I'm leaving more white here. That's because I'm going to customize this punch and make it a little smaller to fit the sentiment. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to hold my punch like this where I can see, of course, and I'm going to slide this in. It's easier said than done with it holding it up. So slide that in. Like that. Okay, and now you see how I can center that there and just punch. And now we have a smaller punched piece. And that's going to go right down here. Okay, and then we can go ahead and glue this to the front of our card base. Put a little glue on that ribbon. Try to get those corners. And then let's just center it right there. And oh my goodness, so simple yet so elegant. Okay. Now, for the inside piece, another little tip. I wanted to add a stamp, but in the stamp set you will find that they don't have this big fern stamp, okay? So I thought I want something on the inside, so I'm going to take one of the greenery embossing folders, this one with the little rows of leaves, and I'm going to take my soft seafoam ink, and on the back side, not the side with Stampin' Up, but on this back side, where you have this raised part of the embossing folder, not the recessed part, the raised part, I'm going to go ahead and ink this up with soft seafoam. And I do a little bit more than I need to, but because I'm just going to do one edge of my inside Whisper White cardstock. So let me take this, excuse me, and I'm going to line it up with 2 rows of those leaflets and just press. And we're using our embossing folder as a stamp. Okay, there we go. And it's kind of distressed looking, but that is perfectly fine. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on the inside, just to add a little something there. Another idea would be to take a strip of designer series paper and put it down one side or across here, just an inch or maybe 3/4 of an inch wide, and you'll have a fabulous card. Okay, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this card series. I thank you so much for shopping with me. I'm going to get my others in here. I've already put them in some protective coverings, and thank you so much. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.